Thank you, Mr. Speaker, colleagues. You know, I just heard that Representative Nieve Criado's amendment was bad for this bill. But this bill is bad for Texas. It's bad for Texas in the aspect of moral obligation. It's bad for Texas in the sense of taxpayer obligation. And really, I'm confused because I'm not an attorney, but I am a veteran, the only woman veteran in this House who has served not only in Africa and Iraq and Panama, but on our own borders in support of the humanitarian crisis that we're experiencing today. And rest assured that this bill is bringing forward punitive actions against people who are suffering. And I refuse to believe that that's our intention. But that's exactly what's happening. After we had from 10 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. on this floor, and we witnessed people laughing and commenting and mocking, you know, when we're describing an 11-year-old with a tan and a backpack now being probable cause for search and ask for papers, or even how the asylum process wasn't something that we cared about addressing in this bill. It's very heartbreaking to see something like this come to this floor, and I'm really asking that we all come together and come up with something better than this, because this is unconstitutional. It's un-American, and what we're doing is we are empowering white supremacists to create their slave-catching teams. Because rest assured, that's exactly what this is. We've seen this already before. History is repeating itself. We're mere moments away from having to tattoo our identification numbers on our arms so we don't get swept up and deported to a country that we've never been to. I'm asking that we all come together and come up with a better solution, a logical solution, because throwing women and children in the Rio Grande is not a solution. Sending women and children who have spent months in the belly of a ship from Africa to our United States is not a solution. When we asked the question, where do these people go when we kick them out? The answer was, we don't know, they just gotta get the hell out of here. And if that's not the most un-American and most unpatriotic thing I've ever heard, I beg you all today to see that we can make a real legitimate difference, because one thing's for sure, we're being failed. We're being failed by our federal government right now, because I just got a phone call from an immigration attorney who spends all her time on the border, and she says, Josey, the process is just messed up. We need help from the federal government to take care of this issue, because we're going around the world, we're providing humanitarian access and support to other countries, but yet, when it comes to our own borders, develop your slave-catching teams and go get them. Unconstitutional, unmoral. I ask that we all come together again for a bipartisan solution to this issue, because no end is in sight. Now, do we understand there's an issue? We understand there's an issue, this whole country understands there's an issue, and we must protect our borders, but we must do so humanely. I ask that you all vote yes in support of this amendment, because we need to go back to the drawing board, because we're better than this. Texas is better than this, and we need to come together for a bipartisan solution that supports humanity and reinvigorates the process to address these issues effectively.